Disclaimer. The following video is brought to you by Cobra, a peaceful organization.
Greetings, wicked peoples. Fishy 22.8 here with issue 2 of Skybound's Cobra Commander. This issue opens up with an interrogation over some smuggled weapons.
You done messed up, boys. No one is allowed to traffic arms through our territory without paying the toll. But you can make this all go away if you tell us who your buyer is. We'll even give you a ride home.
Two men tied to the chair tell their interrogator to screw off. We're not telling you anything. As one of the interrogators mentions, we hoped it hadn't come to this, as he takes the chainsaw and runs it down the torso of one of the men in the chairs. The other guy promptly spills his guts without having his guts spilled for him. Dragging the man outside of the hut and bounding him in chains, he says, You said you'd let me go. Which Ripper responds,
No, we said we'd give you a ride home.
As he climbs in and they floor the thunder machine, dragging the poor man behind the vehicle until he is dead, all the while they're laughing. We then cut back to Cobra Commander and his bodyguard as they walk through a theme park near the swamp. Annoyed at the ugly faces a kid is making at him, Cobra Commander gets ready to throw one of his little drones at the child when he is stopped by his bodyguard.
I hate it here,
the commander hisses as he walks away.
These are your people.
They were never my people. They are all fools. The chaos is disgusting. The world needs order. It's why I left my previous life in the first place. Cobra-La has its flaws, but it's better than this.
His bodyguard questions what he is doing as he cuts a hole in the fence.
The energy signal is stronger in this direction.
We must be careful not to draw attention to ourselves. Are you sure this is the only way?
Did Globulus just send you along to ask me infinite questions?
Our masters are concerned you will allow yourself to be distracted by your own goals and fail in your mission.
Irritated by the constant questioning of his loyalty, the commander retorts,
How dare you! I may be ambitious, but I am loyal to Cobra-La. My work here is too important to have you insult me or tag along, and the only distraction I see is this foolish conversation. I will go alone.
Closing the distance between them, his bodyguard grabs him.
I was ordered to ensure you complete your mission and bring the Energon back to Globulus. And as much as I dislike it, that also means protecting you. You will do as I say, and I will lead, Commander.
Unhand me, you fool. You have any idea who you're dealing with?
As an unknown voice cuts in, I'd like to know that as well. As both Cobra Commander and the bodyguard turn to see an officer telling them that they are in an off-limits area. As the officer asks for their ID, Cobra Commander just retorts to his bodyguard,
See what I mean? A world of fools.
As the officer draws his weapon and approaches Cobra Commander, he just turns to his bodyguard.
If you're charged to protect me, protect me.
The commander's bodyguard starts approaching the officer, who unloads his weapon into the bodyguard's chest. The bullets have no effect as the bodyguard grabs each of the officer's arms and headbutts him so hard he destroys the man's skull. As the officer's corpse hits the ground, the bodyguard realizes Cobra Commander gave him the slip. Then his mind wanders back to just before he was given this mission.
It is best that you feel what is being done to you, so that you understand the gravity of the situation. Globulus is sending the commander out into the world of humans, but he can't go alone. He needs someone to keep an eye on him. But you cannot go as you are, my old friend. There must be some changes.
As he walks through the Everglades, muttering to himself following his tracker, the commander finds the dreadnought's little shack and walks into the door.
I am not alone in experimenting with this energy, but this is not the source of it.
His attention is grabbed by the approaching engine of the Thunder Machine. The commander walks out of the shack to greet the dreadnoughts as they return. As Buzzer asks him if he got lost, Ripper questions,
It's a bit hot for a jacket like that, ain't it, buddy?
I believe you have stumbled onto something that belongs to me. If you cannot help me, I will be on my way.
Maybe. But first you gotta pay the toll. Starting with that shining mask.
reaching his hand inside his jacket. The commander responds
I have something better in mind.
as he pulls out his pistol and starts opening fire upon the dreadnoughts. Happy as hell that they now have a proper shootout, Buzzer asks Ripper if they should call in for backup.
I think we can handle this one.
You underestimate me.
Commander hisses as he chucks a grenade, as the grenade rolls underneath the Thunder Machine and explodes. My baby! Ripper exclaims in horror.
I'm gonna kill him!
Before Buzzer and Ripper can run into the Everglades after the commander, they are halted by Zorana.
You got nutso? That part of the swamp is off limits, even to us.
Zoanna, he blew up the Thunder Machine.
Whoever they were, they ain't ever coming out of that swamp. And besides, we're late for a family meeting.
As the commander is catching his breath, his little tracker starts beeping wildly.
This is it. My quest is over. The power of transformation resides in these waters. Raw and powerful. I just need to harvest it, and then I can return to Cobra-La and show that I have earned my place.
As he starts staring at his tracker to confirm the location is correct.
Or I could...
As noises around him catches his attention, in a panic,
Protector, is that you?
the underbrush beneath his feet gives way as he falls into a pool of water, inhabited with Energon-infused alligators. And now we are slowly submerging ourselves into the origin story of Cobra Commander within Skybound's Energon universe, and I really, really like this origin story. We are now seeing how the Dreadnoughts get dragged into the organization that becomes Cobra, a terrorist organization hell-bent on ruling the world. And as I start wrapping up this video, I want to give a very special thanks to Rain Reeves Pearson, who lent her voice talents to voice Zorana and Pythona. Thank you very much. I'll leave a link to her website in the description below. And I want to thank you, wicked viewers, for your patience in my weird uploading schedule, because it's not a consistent thing, but I do upload stuff at least. And as always, if you want to experience this full comic issue, please go out and buy your own physical or digital copies for yourself to help support the people behind this comic series and to help support Skybound, because they are knocking it out of the park with this Energon universe. Now, as always, this is Fishy 22.8, logging off. Thank you, wicked peoples. Until next time.